So this is how the objects are stored. If the value 10 is not existing in the memory, then this value 10 is placed in the memory and its type is assigned as integer, and this has got a reference, say x is referring it, and its reference count is set to 1. At the same time, if there in the computer memory already, if there are 10 references, sorry, if there are 100 references to the object 10, and at that moment when you create the, when you try to execute the statement x equal to 10, what happens is already there exists an object 10 of type integer, and that 10 is referred by 100 another references. So why I have to create another object 10 to x? Instead, this reference count is incremented by 1 and x is also given the reference. This is what object interning. And in case of integer, the numbers which are interned are -5 to, it is -5 to 256. Numbers within this ranges are only interned. If you give -6, it is not interned. If you give 257, again it is not interned. All these are for efficient rate of code, optimization. Okay, only for optimization purpose this kind of internings are designed in Python, because these are all the numbers which we frequently use. And one thing, if you ask me why the range -5, I don't have the answer for that. Still I am trying to get the answer, but I cannot. And in case of string, so it ranges from 0 to 255. So the ASCII characters whose range is 255, all those characters are interned. If the ASCII of 256, you will get a character, that characters cannot be interned. And of course empty tuple is also interned. Only for this reason you are getting same ID for this too. And when we when we try to save when we try to save a string into the Python memory, I'll show you how it is represented into the memory so that you can understand. Say for example, if I'm storing a string Raja, so R is there, A is there, then J is there, again it's there, Raja is stored, right? So in case of this, R is linked with A is linked with J, and J is linked with A. Now I want to have another string, say Rani, R-A-N-I, right? There exists R in the memory, there exists A in the memory, there is no N, okay? So store N, store I, and this will be linked like this, R-A-N-I. So don't think that how many strings we create, all those strings are stored into the memory. It is not like that. Only the characters are there, and all those characters are linked accordingly. Is it clear? So this is what object interning. When you try to print the address of the characters, you can understand that. I'll try to wait. I'll add one more element, and after that we can move on to dictionary methods. MyDict of first name equal to yes, 1, 2, 3. When you look at the values, you have 3 E's. Actually, how many 3's will be there in the memory? Only 1 3 will be there. And this string is referring the same memory. This sequence is also referring the same. This sequence is also referring the same. So the entire dictionary will be stored like this. So my MyDict is a container. MyDict is a container, so this container will have an address, and in this I am storing a key name. So this name will have a container, and there I am storing Harriet. H. This H is linked with A, and this is with RIET and so on. And then comes another name 1. So this name 1 will have an unique address, and this is linked with this. Why? Because their values are same. Okay. And at the third, I have another one key, and the key is first name, which has got a different container, and this container is linked to S, and for E it will not create a separate one. Instead, you can find an E here, right? So this is linked with this E, and somewhere there will be a B, and again this is linked with A. This is what interning, and this is how the data structures are represented into the computer's memory. Okay. So now let us move on to the methods which are available in the dictionary, right? And there are plenty of methods available, and we say everything in Python is an object. And we know if it is an object, definitely it would have some methods. How to find out that? There is a function dir of myDict. So when you use this function and when you pass any object, it will return what are all the methods associated with that object. You can find many things with some lines, line, class, line. Actually, this is not a simple line. This is double underscore, class, double underscore. And this is called as magic methods, and some authors used to refer this as dunders, dunder class. Dunder contains, dunder till item, dunder dir, like that. So all these magical methods are used to enrich your Python class. When you go for object-oriented concepts, you can enrich your class with this magic methods. And below that, you can find some other methods. See, there is a clear, copy from keys, get items, keys, pop items, set default, update, values. So we'll have a quick ma'am, how many more minutes I can take? Shall I take 10 more minutes? Okay, ma'am. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Okay. I'll try to execute only 2 dunders and I'll show you, right? So the object currently we are playing with this myDict object dunder class. Let us see what is returned. See, it returns, it's a dictionary, right? And then myDict dot contains dunder. I'm checking whether this consists of SEPA. Yes, wait, I'll execute it again in a different way.
Name.
Contains
Name. Or first name.
oh. Yes. Why these variations? First, I have given myDict dot contains of SEPA, and if you look into the dictionary, this SEPA is not a key. It's only a value. So we are not supposed to pass values and check whether my dictionary contains this key. Actually, your content should take only key as argument, and if the key is present, it returns boolean true. If the key is not present, it returns false. Okay, so you can go through all these things. So let me see how to display the items, how to display the keys, how to display the values, and how to pop all those things. So myDict dot get method. So this get method, now if I break, I have to create the dictionary again. Okay, like that. I'll do it quickly. myDict equal to name colon is colon Madurai, and one more DEPT IT. Okay, so my dict dot get off and see what happens. Why I'm getting error? Wait. My dict dot get off, actually this will return the value of a key. But so the get method is used to return the value of the key. And just one by one. Clear and copy I'll discuss later. Clear copy from keys we discuss at the end. So now get over items. Items will display all the items which are present in the dictionary. Dot items of. So it displays everything as a list of tuples. And next to that what we have keys, right? So my dict dot keys of, this will return all the keys list as list, right? And then we have values. Let me finish values too. My dict dot values, this will return all the values present in the dictionary. See, the return type is list here, list of values, list of keys, and this is list of tuples, right? So these things are over. Then pop, we'll look pop and pop item now. So pop, for the pop method you have to pass any one key as argument, so that item with that key will be removed from the dictionary. So my dict dot pop off, I have to pass a key here. Let me pass the key name, right? So this particular item is removed from the dictionary. Let us check. It's removed. So now there exists only two items, which is place and department. Then pop item. So for pop item, when I use pop item, the recently inserted item will be removed from the list, right? So let us check that. My dict dot pop item of, yeah, the third one is the last entered DEPT, so that is removed from the dictionary, and now there exists only one item in the dictionary, which is place Madurai. Okay, so hope you are clear with this pop and pop item. And what are all the other things left? Update, set default. So I come to update. I'll add one more. My dict of name equal to, okay, now this is my dict. Let us try using update. Okay, my dict dot update. So this update takes a dictionary as an argument, where you can have a DEPT colon CSV. Yes. Tell me what will be the output now. Already there exists department IT. If there exists one such key value pair in my dict, one such key in my dict, automatically I get department. If there is no key in my dictionary named DEPT, then this department is ready to them. I repeat, already there exists a key department in the dictionary, so no issues. If there is no such key in the dictionary, whatever I pass here will be added to that. Okay, this is what as of now there won't be yeah, this gets updated, this gets updated, right? The same key department, already its value is IT, that is the old value. Now I have tried to update the key department with a new value CSC, and hence my dictionary is updated. Okay, so this is over, update over. Then we have a set default. So I'll tell you set default. For this set default, we need two sets to x equal to mydict dot set default of DEPT, comma WPC. My update method is to update a value for a particular key, right? And this set default will be acting like the default argument. Why? I think I have made a spelling mistake. It's D small letter. Yes, I am getting CC. Why? Because already there is a department CSC. So I am getting the same here. If there is no department CSC item in my dictionary, then I will get a new item into that where the value is ECE for the key DEPT. Fine. And then what is left? From keys. I'll tell you what's this from keys. So you can have different keys with a common value. So for such kind of things, you can go for this from keys. Say x equal to let me have a key K1 as a key, comma K2 as a key. Let me start with these two, right? These are my keys, right? And I am setting y equal to 0, and I want the value for K1 to be 0 and the value for K2 to be 0. So I am using dict dot keys of x comma y. Fine. Now let us print this dict. See, I have taken keys from this tuple, and that's a single value. You cannot have unique values to all the keys when you invoke this from keys method. Only you can have a common value for all this. So application where you require such things, or if you want to initialize all the keys with the same value, then in that case you can prefer this. So set default, update, all these things are from keys are over. Now the left out is clear and copy. What is the use of clear and what is the use of copy? What is the use of clear? So clear will remove all the items which are available in the dictionary. Okay, and let me check that. See, place Madurai, name Sabha, department CSC, and we are going to remove all this, and we are checking whether there exists this place, name, department, all these things. So mydict dot clear off. It's gone. Everything is gone. So now your dictionary is empty. Okay. So this is too clear, but still the container is there. If you print ID of mydict, you will get the same address. Only the subcontainers, I mean only the items referred by this containers are dereferenced. It does not mean that the values are destroyed from the memory. It will not be destroyed. It will be only dereferenced. Okay, so we're running out of time, that's why I'm not able to show that demonstration. And then I'll show you how to see the object code of the Python file. With that, we'll conclude the session. Okay, and we have files, right? I'll go to the command prompt, notepad, sample.py. Yeah, there you can find one line, print hello Sabha 00, right? So this is a py file, and I want to get its PyC file because we say it's an platform independent. You are compiling it. If you compile, you should get a bytecode file under this. So to do so, come back to the command prompt. Come back to the command prompt, and you have to give 2 lines. You import a module PyCompile, and you have to pass your sample.py as argument to this. PyCompile dot invoke the compile method by passing sample.py as argument. Yes, now it says that your Python code file, your object code file is available in the PyCatch folder. Let me go to the PyCatch folder and show you. So this is my PyCatch folder, and I'll open it. Yes, you can see the bytecode of your Py file now, and here the first 8 bytes are reserved. The first 4 bytes we call it as a magic number, and that magic number will be unique for versions, different versions, and the next 4 bytes is for timestamp. Then after that 8th byte onwards lies the object code, and this is not readable, but you can make it readable. Okay, I'll show how to this as a readable one. With that, I'll conclude the session. Notepad, check.py. Notepad, check1.py. I'll increase the font size. Okay, hope now it is visible. This is the only function with which I have placed in the Py file, and I am calling this function hello, right? And behind, when you compile this, you will get the bytecode, and if you want to see your bytecode, you have to use your function object dot dunder code. So these are all predefined methods which are available to compose all these things, and I have tried to print this C code so that you can visualize how your object code looks like. I'll execute this Python check1.py. See the output, because I'm invoking the function there, so the output hello world is returned, and below that you can find the bytecode which is in some format, and you can also convert this format to integer. You can also convert this format into hex code. This is not the hex code representation, right? And once you get the hex code, you can also try to manipulate that hex code, but that cannot be done directly with the PyC file. You have a different structure for that. You can just say all this to your students so that they'll be more interested towards the language, and they'll explore more things, right? So I have planned for a lot, but we are running out of time. So today I'll stop here, and if you have any doubts, you can ask now. So participants, if you have any queries, you can ask. Okay, so that's all from my end. If you want to get to know more details about any concepts related to Python basics or whatever I have handled today, you can mail me to antonisabait@kamaraj.engg.edu.in. I think many of the participants have left the group, left the session. So this is my mail ID. You can post your questions to this, or if you have any doubts, even you can post it in the WhatsApp group which we are having now. So thank you so much for the participation. I'll hand over it to the coordinators. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sharma ma'am, for your wonderful hands-on session. Participants, sorry we run out of time, almost take additional 30 minutes. From tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, surely we stick on to the time and sharply we start our session at 3 o'clock and end up with 5 p.m. And anyway, tomorrow's session we focus on the first half we focus on object-oriented programming, and second one we focus on Python with the databases. Really, it's useful for you all. And the feedback link will be shared in our Google Classroom. So go to Google Classroom and type your feedback. And at the end of the 3 days workshop, we will issue the certificate for all the participants. Thank you, Honorable President, and thank you for your patience and in this group. Thank you. Arti ma'am, shall we wind up?
Okay, ma'am. Dear participants, thank you for your patient listening after 5. Thank you all. I have posted the feedback in the Google Class.